Hi, this Java NetBeans tutorial was developed so that we can perform the calculation for the parameter of a semicircle. So if I click on calculate, as you can see, it's telling us there's no value in there. So if we come in here, enter whatever value we intend to calculate, and just click on calculate, and that's it. You can reset and try another one. There, as you can see, you have the diameter there. Whatever you enter in here is the diameter, is then converted, and here this is the formula to calculate the parameter of a semicircle. And what I'll do next is just take you guys straight into Java NetBeans. Hi and welcome to Java NetBeans tutorial. In this very session I'll be finding a solution into how to calculate the parameter of a semicircle. So we start by going into File, Project, and select Java application. Click on Next, give that a name, so I'm just going to call that parameters. So that will be, click on Finish, and once that is ready, right click on it and go to New, select Frame, JFrame, and just give that a name, parameter, and right here I'm going to still enter parameters and click on Finish. Once that is done, define your frame. That's approximately the size of my frame, and right here the next thing is go into the project and right click on the project name there, go to New, select Folder. Now I will give that folder, I'll call it Images, because I intend to upload images onto the new folder I've just created right there. And here I should have my images somewhere. There they are. So I'm going to copy those images. I need 1, 2, and 3, and just paste them right in there. So I have all my images in place. So I'm going to now go onto the palette and select label, another label right here. I need a couple of those really. One here and one more here. If I have 2 more there, I have my labels here. Select this very label there, come into the icon right here and just select there and delete this. So I have that in place. The next thing I want to do now, this will be used to set my diameter, while this will be used to set the heading. So we'll go to the property and enter the following: the perimeter of a semicircle right there, and let's change the font size to, let's go for about 80, make that italic. Yeah, okay, something about that, and move this up, and here maybe I should change the size of this. Let's change the size of all these labels to maybe 24. Yeah, make that bold 24. Okay, and right here underneath there's supposed to be 1 there, and just change the size of that as well to 24 bold, or maybe 18 actually. Okay, and this very one, let's import another image into it. Let's see, no, that's the wrong image. I think maybe it might be this here. That is correct. And just get rid of that label there. Let's get rid of that. Now I'm going to move this here, and I need a text box really. Let's get a text box or a text field jTextField here, or label here. Okay, but the text field right underneath here, I need to enter some information right here, so let's drag it along, and right here let's get 3, 1, 2, and 3. So the next thing is to enter some information in there. Come in here and just enter as follows. Click on OK. So that's actually highlighting the fact that the perimeter is the distance around the outside. Okay. Note that the semicircle has 2 edges. Okay, so when you look at it, the perimeter is actually the distance around this. See this black line? That's the perimeter of a semicircle. But semicircle in this case has 2 edges, and one is the half of the circumference, and the other half, that is the diameter, and that's what I've written there. Okay, so you have a look. Note that the semicircle has 2 edges. One is half of its circumference and the other half is the diameter. Okay, so I'll just speed up the design of this interface and get back to you guys. Right, this is how the interface look right now. So if I compile, let me just compile and run it so that you see how it looks. See, there, this is how it's looking right now. And here, this very text box, that's where we enter our data, and just click on this to compute. None of this works right now. So, and here, that will be my output. Here, this meant to be something that would display the perimeter itself, or sorry, the diameter itself. So let's end that and double click or right click on the exit button. Come in here, let's select action perform. Okay, let's enter the following lines of code, right? The following line of code right there. Dot exit. So exit is taken care of. Right. So the next thing is, let's take care of the reset button. So the only bit I'll be resetting will be this and this, and there's supposed to be 1 in here. I think that might be called diameter, I think. Okay, let's see. So let's get the name of this. Let's just call that jTXT diameter, and the next one that will be jLabel result. Okay, and that's all. So if we double click on this and just enter as follows: dot set text, just make that no value, and the other one is jTXT diameter, then followed by, I think that will be LBL, really, LBL. Okay, since we don't have such name, I might as well copy that and just create another object there with that very name. Okay, paste it right there, and let's give that a thing. Right, so that is taken care of. Alright, so the next thing now is to, yeah, that's fine. Let's take care of the calculations. If you look at it, it's going to be half multiplied by pi multiplied by the dimension plus diameter multiplied by diameter plus another diameter. So let's come straight in here and declare the following variables right here. That's right here. Okay, let's now be pi equals 3.14. I suppose you all know that. And let's go for the diameter itself. Diameter equals, let's say, equals double dot, that's double, and that will be jTXT diameter dot we get text right there. Okay, so we know that now. So we also need where to store the result, really. So let's come for result. Now we need another one. Let's declare another local variable there. Let's just call that half equals 0.5 there. So now we say result equals half multiply by pi multiply by diameter plus diameter. Okay, hopefully that should give us the right answer. Alright, so that's taken care of. Now we need the name of this very one. Let's check out the name of that. Okay, that's result. Alright, now that we know the name of that, and let's say string value equals string. So we have to convert the result now. Dot format, and what are we formatting? We formatting the result. So first thing first, let's enter speech mark there and right here the result, and just close that. But we also need to, who knows, we may have a floating number, so let's enter that dot 2f. okay, now we now need the result here. Dot set text as value, because it's always in centimeter, so let's just enter centimeter right there. Alright, that's fine. The next thing is, because we also want the information to be displayed here, we want this, whatever is entered here, we also want it in here. So we can always, okay, supposing we enter, I want that to display some information for me. So for now, paste that thing there. Let's declare a variable. So this variable will be diameter. Bring this along here, and that needs to then come in here. Let's call this number. So this is where the number is. We just want the number in there. Okay. Now, so if I run this, let me just run this and try it out. Compile, run. Okay, whatever value I enter in there, I expect it to appear here. So if I click on that, there I have a 6 there, and that is the, so if we work all of this out, okay, that should give us the parameter of this semicircle will be 15.42 centimeter. Okay, we can reset. That's good. Let's say we go for 8 and calculate. that gives us 20.56 centimeter. That's brilliant. Okay, reset. And here, because I want the 8 to appear with centimeter. Okay, so let's reset that. So let's come in here, right here, and just maybe copy this, just enter that in here. There, that's all there is to it. And because I only want one number for that, let's play around with that and just make this 0. I don't want any decimal place for it. So if I run the program, I think I should have compiled right there. That's correct. So let's make it a little bit bold. We're just going to make that bold now. Let's come in here and come right down here. Make that bold. Maybe 12 or 14. That's fine. And the content in there, I think I should delete that anyway. Let's come in here and delete where I got the name. Delete that. And let's try it again. Okay. So we'll go for 12 there. Alright, that's fine. And supposing there's nothing in here and we click on this, we expect it to give us an error message. So let's do that now. That will prevent this from happening. Okay, let's double click on that, and right here I'm just going to move this, and up here I'll enter as follows. Okay, I want this to give me this error message. I have this error because I'm supposed to import swing J option up here, right up here. That has to be imported right underneath here. But there's an easy way out. If I select this, and that's it right there, click on it to accept, that's it, fine. And I also need to close my curly braces there, and that's all there is to that. So you must enter a dimension, or let's say a value, okay, to compute. Okay, you must enter a value to compute. So if I compile and run it now, there's nothing in there. So click on that, you must enter a value. Okay, you must enter a value. So now we can just call this maybe a perimeter. Alright, so that's looking good. Save that. So just before I call it the end of the program, let me show you the calculation. So far, that's where the calculation took place, and those are the lines of code that we used. Let's move this up so that you can see it, and right there. So just from here down here, those are just the lines of code. And the next one is, let's double click on this, that is the reset button, and finally that is the exit code. And right in here, from window activate, this line of code actually change the form to white color, or change the color to white. So let's compile and run it again. Enter whatever value in there and compute, and that is it. So one more time, reset. Let's say we go for 16, calculate, and that's it. And that's how you create a program that will perform or calculate the parameter of a semicircle for you. So with that, I'm going to say bye for now.